Hey guys, welcome to Goose Adventures. I am so glad you're here. This is my first video and I'm just so excited to put this out. I'm Jen. If you're new here, welcome. Okay, here's the deal. I have another channel. I am Jen from Real Housewives Recaps. You can find me there. I do Harry and Meghan stuff. I do royal family reporting, that sort of thing. So check that out if you're interested. But this has been a dream of mine for a long time to put out a travel channel. So here we are. This first video I put up is from an adventure we took. This is March of 2024. And we're lucky enough to go to Disney quite a bit. We live in Florida, so we go quite a bit, my husband, my daughter, and I. And so I thought, you know what? We'll start the travel channel with some Disney stuff. Now, I understand Disney's not for everybody. Some people love Disney, some people don't. I get it. It's fine. But it's a lot of fun to travel to. It's something I personally very much enjoy. I have recently come to love Animal Kingdom very much. I'm a huge animal lover, but of the parks, it's not always been my favorite. But this time I just thoroughly enjoyed myself. So I thought for my first video, I would share this with you, walking through the park a little bit. Again, this is March 2024, so you can get the feeling of the crowds, what's going on. And this was filmed in 4K, so I think it turned out pretty nice, pretty clear. And I want you to be able to see some of the park, and then you'll be able to see the safari that I took. A lot of great animals on the safari. I enjoyed it very much. So again, this is just my first video, just a taste of things to come. I have so many big plans for this channel, from walking around to the different Disney parks to traveling the world. One of my favorite places in the world to go is England. I go there when I can, and I love it so much, and I'm hoping to go back to the UK sometime this year if possible. We'll see, but I'm again excited to be here. And again, this is my first video, so don't judge me too hard. But here we are at the safari, so I'm going to let the sound play and let you see this and enjoy the animals. And again, I'm Jen. Thank you so much for being here. Just getting this channel started. Leave me comments, hit that thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed. All those things help my channel grow. So let's take a look at some of the animals on the safari. If you haven't been before, the safari takes about 20 minutes and you get to see all kinds of amazing animals. Sometimes you get to see the baby animals, and I just love it so much. Actually, I think we did 4 safaris on this trip to Disney, so this is one of them, and I'll be releasing the others very soon. So again, make sure you're subscribed, check back lots. Let's take a look at the safari.
Being closed. Excellent. See you in a bit. Well, Jumbo, everybody, welcome aboard Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name is Crispy. I'm going to be your game driver and animal spotter on your photo safari through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, I do need to remind everyone, including children, to please remain seated at all times during our safari. Small children are more than welcome to sit in your lap. They can usually see better from up there. Just make sure everybody stays on their bottoms at all times. Absolutely no standing allowed during our safari. Also, make sure you keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. For the health and well-being of the animals in the reserve, there is no eating on safari. Beverages are okay, just make sure all food items are hidden away at this time. If you're taking photo or videos and you can change the setting on your camera, you might want to put your camera on an action or sports setting. The roads of the reserve do tend to get a little bumpy. That action or sports setting should help keep your photos from coming out blurry. And hold on tight to cameras and cell phones. I cannot stop for anything that falls out of the vehicle. Over to the right, you're going to see a large dark brown animal with white stripes on her legs. That animal to the right is called an okapi. A lot of people think okapi are related to zebras because of the striping on their legs, but okapi are actually the forest cousin of the giraffe. Very shy and elusive, okapi were not discovered by the Western world till about 1901. Unusually late for such a large animal. top of the hill on our right, you're going to see a couple of big black and white birds standing on their gigantic nest called saddle-billed stork. One of Africa's tallest storks, saddle-billed stork, can stand 5 feet tall and have up to a 9-foot wingspan. Way back to the left, there's the back end of a black rhinoceros, way back to the left. Now, I know they look indestructible, but black rhinos have been hit hard by poaching. There's less than 5,000 of them left in the world today. Got a second black rhino coming up on our left. This one you can see his pretty face. Now, fully grown black rhinos like these two can weigh as much as 3,000 pounds. They can run at 30 miles an hour. Hillside to the left. Looks like he's having some breakfast. Back over to the right, I've got some beautiful tan antelope called greater kudu. Greater kudu are Africa's second tallest antelope. Now, these are girl kudus. The boys get bigger. The boys also grow beautiful spiral-shaped horns. Get across the road in front of me, big girl. Go ahead, I'll wait. I'm going to have another type of antelope coming up on our left when I get up around this little curve here. They're going to be reddish brown in color with white stripes, and they're called bongo. Good girls. You'll see the bongo to the left. Nicknamed the ghost of the forest, bongo are known for being shy and rarely seen. Now, with bongo, both the boys and the girls grow horns. We're going to make our way to the Safi River next. There we'll be on the lookout for hippos and crocodiles. Hippos can be a bit tricky to see during the daytime, and that's because they spend much of that time in the water sleeping. This does make hippos nocturnal. They tend to be their most active during the night. Over to the right, you're going to see pink-backed pelicans. Now, the girl pelicans choose their boyfriend based on who brings them the nicest-looking stick. That stick will go on to become the foundation of the pelican's nest. So instead of a ring, she gets a house. Hippos in the water to the left. Not the best swimmers, but hippos can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time. Most of the time when you see hippos moving in the water, they're just walking on the bottom of the river. Pretty mobile on land, though. A hippo can run at about 20 miles an hour and turn on a dime. Zigzag running does not work with a hippo. They will zigzag with you. We're about to cross over a really old bridge, and this is the part of the river where I usually see Nile crocodile. You're going to see the crocodile coming up on our left. Just make sure everyone stays seated for me, please. Nile crocodile can grow up to 20 feet in length, weigh almost 1,000 pounds, and get the Nile part of their name because they were discovered in the Nile River. But you will find them in just about any body of water in Africa. They've even been known to go swimming in the ocean. We are now heading to the savanna grassland system of the reserve. This is where we should see the greatest concentration of animals. On our way there, I want to show you a baobab or upside down tree. I've got a really nice looking one coming up on the right, and you'll see more of these trees scattered throughout the savanna. Baobab trees do remain leafless for about 9 months out of the year. And during the rainy season, not only do they grow leaves, but they also produce a citrus-tasting fruit that the locals will use to make something similar to lemonade. I'm already starting to see some movement on the savanna below. I should be able to get you a pretty good view of just about everybody out here. The small tan black and white gazelles over to the right are called springbok. I'm going to get you closer to them up ahead. Those are fully grown. They only weigh about 70 to 100 pounds. They get the spring part of their name because they can leap 10 feet in the air to get away from a predator. Springbok can also run at 50 miles an hour. They may be little, but they're very athletic animals. Coming up on our left, you're going to see brown, black, and white calico-looking dogs called painted dogs, also known as the African wild dog and the African hunting dog. One of the most successful hunters on the planet. 80 to 90% of the time when they go hunting, they take something down. Big cats are only successful about 20% of the time. In the dog family, painted dogs are related to foxes. Sadly, they're endangered. There's less than 5,000 of them left in all of Africa. Contrary to popular belief, though, nope, they are not hyenas. Hyenas are not related to dogs. Hyenas are bigger, different color brown, and have a different head and body shape. Still a really cool animal, though. My favorite animals are on the left. Big brown cattle, great big giant horns known as Ankoli cattle. Those great big horns do for them what a radiator does for a car. The horns help to cool the cattle's blood down on hot days so that they don't overheat. Also to the left are dark brown and white antelope called sable antelope, named for their beautiful sable brown color. Those are the girls. The boys get bigger. The boys also get darker and darker as they age. The strange looking cones of earth popping up all over the place are termite mounds, but not the kind of termites that eat your house. African termites spend most of their lifetime inside those mounds. Large tan antelope to our right are called eland. Eland are Africa's largest antelope. The males stand about 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh about 2,000 pounds. Another view of the springbok coming up on our right. With springbok, both the boys and the girls grow horns. You can usually tell the difference, though, by the size of the animal as well as the length and thickness of the horns. The males tend to be a bit bigger in body size and tend to have the longer, thicker horns. The large gray animals over to our right are wildebeest. Wildebeest are part of one of the largest animal migrations left on Earth. When wildebeest migrate across the Serengeti, their herds will number in the tens of thousands. We've also got Maasai giraffe coming up. Maasai giraffe are one of 9 different types of giraffe found in Africa. The Maasai are known for their reddish-brown color and lacy look to their patch pattern. Tallest land animals, giraffe can be up to 20 feet tall, and they have the same number of bones in their neck that you and I have in our necks. Theirs, of course, are bigger. That's 7 cervical vertebrae, by the way. I'm going to have more giraffe up ahead on the left for those of you on the left. The name giraffe is Arabic in origin. Loosely translated to English, giraffe means one who walks with grace. Due to their great height, giraffe have one of the largest hearts in the animal kingdom. They need a big, powerful heart to pump blood to the top of their head against the force of gravity. For that reason, giraffe hearts can be up to 2 feet long and weigh as much as 25 pounds. Your heart is about the size of your fist, weighs right around a pound. Looks like we're heading into elephant country. I do know of a couple of watering holes the elephants like to hang out near. We're going to take a drive by both of them, see if we can find just some elephants this morning. Big male elephant to the right. Male elephants typically live on their own, or you might see them hanging out with a couple of other male elephants. The boys get kicked out of the herd when they hit their late teens for getting too pushy. Now, he's about average size for a male. He weighs between 11,000 and 13,000 pounds. Girls are about half that size, weighing between 6,000 and 8,000 pounds. Keep an eye in the bushes over to the left. You might catch sight of some brown monkeys called mandrills. Mandrills are Africa's largest monkey. The males can weigh about 100 pounds. Mandrills are omnivores. That means they'll eat just about anything. Plants, bugs, small animals if they can catch them. Now I'm hoping if this male elephant is here that we'll see the girls up ahead. He likes to hang out close to where they're at, but they'll chase him out of the herd if he gets too close. Researchers are studying elephants and how they communicate with one another in an effort to better understand exactly what elephants need to survive. Turns out a lot of what elephants say to each other we cannot hear. It's infrasonic, or below the human level of hearing. Those infrasonic sounds can travel pretty far, and one elephant can be talking to another elephant up to 5 miles away. The really cool part, not only do elephants listen for those sounds with their ears, but they can also pick up the vibration of the sound through the ground with their feet. So elephants listen with their ears and their feet. Looks like we have some of the herd over to our left. That's one of the adult females there. Let's see who else we can see up ahead. Herds of elephants are typically made up of females and their youngsters, and for the most part, all the females in a herd will be related to each other because mothers and daughters often spend their whole lifetime together. We're gonna get another view and more of the herd once they get past these rocks. This is another adult female. The one that's walking towards the one we were just looking at is an adolescent female. She's about 7 years old. She's kind of like an elementary school kid. Elephant herds are led by a dominant female. We call her the matriarch. The matriarch is usually the oldest female in the herd, and her memories will help to keep the herd alive. She'll remember where to find food and water, even during times of drought. That old saying that an elephant never forgets is actually true. Coming up on our left, you're going to see greater flamingo. Greater flamingo are the largest but lightest pink of all flamingo species. Flamingos, of course, get their coloration from the brine shrimp that they eat. It's the keratin in the shrimp that turns their feathers pink. looks like we made it to the Kopi. Kopi is going to be this big rocky outcropping coming up on our left. You'll see these scattered throughout the savanna. Got an ostrich coming up. Ooh, and I got lions on the Kopi. We're going to follow the ostrich for a little bit. You're going to see a male and a female lion up on the rocky outcropping of the Kopi. Now, lions tend to remain inactive for about 18 to 20 hours out of the day. Lions like to do their hunting at night. It's cooler, easier to sneak up on your food in the dark, plus they've got really good night vision. Now, it is true that the girls do most of the hunting for the pride, but the male's main job is that of protector. Not a lot of animals will mess around with a fully grown male lion. He can weigh over 500 pounds. The girls are about half that size. Now, ostrich are the largest bird in the world, but they cannot fly. They can, however, run at about 40 miles an hour. We've also got some white rhinoceros over to the right. Bigger than black rhinos. White rhinos can weigh over 5,000 pounds. I'm going to get you a better view of that one. Black rhinos tend to be solitary. White rhinos are social, living in herds called crashes. Nice view of the male and female lion there.
Okay, okay. Please tell me you're fine. So awesome. We usually come in the evening and they're very active right now.
Warthogs coming up on our left. Warthogs are Africa's largest burrowing mammals. They use their nose and tusks to root up the dirt, dig nice big burrows that they'll use for sleeping in. Like most members of the pig family, warthogs are really smart animals. Got those white rhinoceros coming up on the right. Not named for the color of their skin, though. It's a mistranslation. White rhinos get their name from the Afrikaans word "fight," meaning wide. It refers to the rhino's wide grazing mouth. It was accidentally translated to white by mistake. You'll also see more ostrich over to the right. The ones I'm seeing are girls. Girls have gray feathers. Boys have black feathers. They actually have a nest of eggs up ahead on the right I'm going to point out to you. It's pretty common for several girls to share the same nest. You're going to see those ostrich eggs on the ground to the right, a little ways back from the road in the grass. Largest egg made by a bird takes about 18 to 24 chicken eggs to be the same size as one ostrich egg. They also take about twice as long to hatch. Chicken eggs will hatch in 21 to 28 days. It can take more than 45 days for an ostrich egg to hatch. Super cute when they're babies, though. Look up baby ostrich on the internet. They're adorable. Speaking of adorable, coming up at the Warden's Camp on our left, you're going to see Nigerian dwarf goats. These are fully grown. They're not going to get any bigger than this, and they're a dairy goat. For their small body size, they can produce quite a bit of milk. Some farmers in Africa are switching from larger livestock like cattle, which can be expensive to maintain, to smaller livestock like goats. Goats don't need as much room. They're pretty hardy, and they'll eat just about any kind of vegetation. Any milk the farmer's family does not consume can be sold at market. It's another way the family can make money. This does end our safari. I hope you got to see some of the animals that you really wanted to see. If not, I do invite you to come back and join us again sometime. Different animals do tend to be active at different times of the day, and no two safaris are ever the same. I'm going to drop you off at the nearest warden's post. From there, it's just a short walk back to the village of Harambe. I'll also be dropping you off near the entrance to the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Take a stroll west end, you could see western lowland gorillas, hippos from under the water, meerkats, zebras, and one of my favorite animals down on the trail, the naked mole rats. Oh yeah, you've not lived till you've seen a naked mole rat. You gotta go check them out. They're actually really cool little animals. Here in Africa, we don't like to say goodbye. Instead, we say kwaherini, which means go well. So kwaherini, everyone. Excellent job. Make sure you look around, gather up all your personal belongings. Please don't leave anything behind but me. Once again, my name was Crispy. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Oh, I love the safari so much. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I ended up doing 4 of them, so I have much more footage to come, but I wanted to share that with you. As soon as you get off the safari, you have the opportunity to walk over to this gorilla area, and I wanted to share this with you as well. Take a look at this very cute gorilla hanging out, enjoying his space here. And again, thank you for coming on this adventure with me, the first of many more to come. Again, we go to Disney quite a bit, and I'm excited to bring you some adventures from there, from all the different parks. If there's something specific you would like to see, then please let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate it. And again, if you're here from my other channel, it's Real Housewives Recaps. I'm Jen. I talk a lot of royal family stuff over there. If you're here from that, thank you for being here. Honk, honk, everyone. If you see a lot of honking in the comments, it's because somebody told me I sound like a drunk goose, which I found very funny. So I've kind of taken that on ever since. Hence all the goose stuff everywhere. There's a good shot of his rear right there, but that's why the goose stuff is everywhere. You'll see it at the beginning and end of my videos. Anyway, guys, again, I'm Jen. Thank you for being here with me. I can't wait to read your comments and bring you on so many more adventures like this one. Thanks for being here. Take care. Bye-bye.